So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So, we're going to be doing some accessible teams against V2 Raid Crocodile, or I guess it's V1, the Showdown Crocodile. And yeah, this one is very annoying. Stage 3, you get 5 turn special reverse for top and middle row. Very annoying. Stage 4, you get special buy when you kill and stuff like that. Def up high as well. Final stage 25% HP cut, you can't heal, 5000 damage end of turn, you're not allowed to do ore boosts, and when defeated, Crocodile will heal back to like 3.5 million HP and give you 10 turn despair. So, for this video I made 2 teams, both are fully free to play with a very good legend as Frank Captain. And I say this is the most accessible of the teams. We have one Kizuna unit, and at least when making this video, Kizuna units are the most rough free-to-play units to get for free-to-play players, or newcomers mainly. But the good thing is that the captain here, the Kizaru and Akainu units, you only need to get them. You don't need to invest in them. So that's a plus at least, which makes this team a lot more accessible. The Shiryu and Law are treasure map rare recruits. Both have pretty good value. And the Law doesn't really need to be super invested. But the Shiryu is pretty good value, so it's worth putting the effort in. The Zoro and Kinemon are available in the archives. Zoro is an event unit, so he'll be at the bottom. And Kinemon is an old Colosseum unit, so he'll be somewhere at the top there. So yeah, I saved up so that all specials are maxed here. When we get to this stage, we get the 5 turn special reverse. We're going to stall as long as we can. Basically, you can stall 2 turns here, then the giants will get like enrage and do a ton of damage, so there's no reason to try and stall that. And yeah, use Kinemon just to set up the matching orb for Zoro next stage. And my other side unit, the Kizaru, will also get a smashing orb from the Roger and Whitebeard swap. Note that I started with Roger as the lead and not Whitebeard. That's important if you follow my swaps. Use Law here just to get a full board of matching orbs. And we want to hit last with the 2 side units here. You should do enough damage that you don't need a lot of investments in them. Like you might see me with high investment, but that's just how I play the game, and I played for a long time. And I'm not going to make like a second account just for videos like this. So instead I'll try and make it so that the damage is not tight. Use Shiryu here, get the damage reduction so we can survive, and color affinity. And that color affinity pairs well up with Roddy Whitebeard. We also swap the captain because Akainu and Kizaru swap removes 1 turn of special buy. This lets us use Roddy and Whitebeard special on the revive here. So yeah, all slots will be binded, but damage will still be fine because we get a 3 times attack boost when using Roger's special here. So just make sure you hit with the strength units last. If you have a good Roger and Whitebeard friend, you can save them for last for their final attack. So yeah, that's the first team, Raid and Whitebeard Slasher team. Coming up is the second team, and it's going to be versus Yamato Free Spirit team. And I'd say this is a bit less accessible, especially since it has an invested Kizuna unit in the Brook. At least this Brook is not like one of those with skulls you need. but the Kisuna unit is a bottleneck at the time when I make this video. It might have changed in the future. As for the other units, the captain is a treasure map rare recruit, Zoro. The ace is also a treasure map rare recruit. I'd say this Zoro is very good value, worth investing in. Ace is a bit lower value, but he was very nice for this particular team. The Soba Mask is another raid unit, and that's a bit of a weird raid. Like, I'm going to try and make a playlist that this video will include in where I post other teams like this, so maybe in the future I'll make some accessible teams for that raid Soba as well. The Poly is basically a Neo quest. He's like a unit that is built to help you beat raids easier, so he should always be available on Event Island. And the Yimbe support on Soba is also free to play. It should always be available in the treasure map shop. Not as one of the units you can click, but in the actual shop where there is limit break materials and such. So we got the special reverse there. But yeah, the Yimbe support on Soba ensures we can consume 8 tandem orbs, so that really decreases the RNG on versus Yamato. As you see, we have the versus special max now, and we're going to use that final stage both to get more damage from Yamato's special and to survive all of the damage we get final stage. And yeah, for this stage we're going to use a special matching orb for the Psi and Strength units, and Poly will get a heal and set defense to 0. So that's an alternative, like when you have death ups, especially high ones like this one, like 6 turns. You don't have to remove all 6 turns. Sometimes when there's no immunity to death up, you can just set defense to 0 and it's the same thing. So yeah, this Zora's captain also resists special bind, which is really dope. I will note that of course you can use legends as captain, but my idea with making these teams is that I don't want any posts about, oh, replacement for this, replacement for that. You got good teams that work here. If you don't want to keep looking for other teams, you know that these will work. That's basically my idea. See, I've used Yamato special, Sora special, then Brook special to extend Yamato's attack boost, and we used Yamato's versus special. So for the second turn here, we don't need to use any special. We have the attack boost and we have the damage reduction attack boost. So yeah, these are the teams. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.